E3 here, embodied, empowered, and ecstatic, just as I am. Okay, so I'm gonna shift angles a little. Hope you didn't get nauseous there. All right, so I'm doing what I can with what I have, where I'm at. In the hospital, just had 2 head surgeries back to back, one on September 10th, one on September 11th. One to clean out the head infection, cut out infected bone, take out the plate that was infected. When I had brain surgery last year, they put in a plate that got infected. The next day, on September 11th, yeah, that's not how my skull was when I was born. And then the next day, on September 11th, I had abdominal tissue cut out and transplanted. So basically, my abdomen is on my head. So, do I have a headache or do I have a stomach ache? I don't know. There's so much pain now. Um, it's like inescapable pain. Some of the painkillers, like morphine, I think I've built up a tolerance because they've given it to me the past few days, and literally, I didn't even know that they gave it to me. They said they were going to give it to me, and I said, okay, cool. So then I would just breathe and meditate, and then they gave it to me. And then I said, when are you going to give it to me? They said, I already did. I said, what? I didn't feel it at all. But 2 weeks ago, right after the surgery, I felt the morphine and it helped a little bit. But similar with other painkillers, they're not helping at all. Tylenol does nothing. CBD, that does nothing. So it's a good practice in being present and not overlaying language onto the physical sensations. Oh, that hurts too. Especially language that's not supportive for my unique vibration, my unique flow state, and my unique life purpose. So it's like I want to create more. I want to get into better shape. I want to improve my health. I want to heal from the brain cancer. I want to play guitar for the first time in almost a year. Played guitar maybe like 2 months ago, and then that aggravated a seizure that day. But I used to be able to play guitar a lot without seizures, without pain. Same thing with yoga, same thing with giving healing touch. Same thing with creating art. So it's a good practice in, like I just said, noticing the 3D sensations and limitations without overlaying the passive machine mind. I'm going to sit up more. Without overlaying the passive machine mind. The passive machine mind is when it's the thoughts, the images, the sounds, the emotions. When we are disconnected from our unique vibration, those energies could come from the outside, and often they do. Like, for example, if we watch like a movie or a YouTube video, when we are disconnected from ourselves and we use that as a distraction, that's the passive machine mind. Or we can also have passive machine mind energies from the inside that are stored from trauma from the past that come up to the surface when we are, well, you could say like when we are triggered, or basically when there's an external trigger. So I'm doing my best to notice that and not overlay the passive machine mind. Guess I flipped the camera. All right. Somebody sent me a payment for cancer healing. That's a blessing. So, it goes back, it goes to foundational principle number 7. What do I have control over? And only allowing energies that support my unique vibration in. The 11 foundational principles are energies and psychological and energetic tools for being present and awakening that Spirit gave to me many years ago, but I spent many years running away from those principles. I guess you could say I mastered the opposite of each of those principles. There's so much pain. I think the staples, they're good. The staples are my friend. But I think that's causing a lot of pain now. I'm just being present with it. See if I have enough energy to share the 11 foundational principles with you. I could talk for a long time on each one, and there are many practices for each one, but I'm just going to go through them pretty quickly. Foundational principle number 1, my unique vibration. Foundational principle number 2, my unique flow state. Number 3, my unique life purpose. Number 4, awareness of the passive machine mind, the active machine mind, and the living mind. Foundational principle number 5, starting now, success now, feeling one's unique vibration now. Foundational principle number 6, the My Truths declaration. What was true for me, what is true for me now, what is always true for me, what visions do I have, what's my life purpose. There are many elements of foundational principle number 6. That hurts too. Foundational principle number 7, asking oneself, what do I have control over? And only allowing energies in that support one's unique vibration, one's unique flow state, and one's unique life purpose to the best of one's ability. Foundational principle number 8, awareness of what activates and what blocks one's unique vibration, unique flow state, and unique life purpose. Foundational principle number 9, focus jumping. It's something we all do all day long. It can be done consciously and awaken our unique vibration, our unique flow state, and support our unique life purpose. Or it can be done unconsciously, and then the passive machine mind fills up our consciousness. Foundational principle number 10, the 5 energies, and using them, connecting with them consciously. These 5 energies are here in every moment for every human being. And it's up to us to use them and connect with them however we want. So the energies are the body, the breath, one or more of the 3 minds. That's the third energy, the passive machine mind, active machine mind, and living mind. So one or more of those energies are filling up the space. Technically, you can't really have the passive machine mind and the living mind filling up the space at the same time, but just for, simplicity, I'm just saying the third energy is one of the 3 minds, or one or more. Well, let's just say one. So the first energy is the body, second energy is the breath, third energy is one of the 3 minds, fourth energy is the stillness, the silence, the listening, the receptivity energy. The 5th energy, body, breath. So the first energy is the body, second energy is the breath. These are in no order of importance. They're all equally important. The 4th energy of the stillness, receptivity, listening. And the 5th energy of the mystery, or the creativity. And the 11th foundational principle is the 5 seconds of surrender, or actually the 5 minutes of surrender. Well, it could be 5 seconds, it could be 5 hours, it could be 22.2 seconds. Whatever helps you get into your unique flow state, however long that takes, that's the 5 minutes of surrender. And it changes for each person. It's different, and for every person it's different each time, activating your unique flow state. So those are the 11 foundational principles. I want to write about them, share them with people. So I'm doing deep practices now, even in the middle of extreme pain and challenges, to stay connected to the 11 foundational principles and trust that they will lead to, and they are leading to, beautiful things in my life for my benefit and for the benefit of many, many people. So thank you for joining me in this journey of presence, pain, and pleasure. One of my names is E3. In a private ceremony, I asked my shaman and teacher, "Can you give me a new name?" And he literally fell asleep, lied down on the ground, or on the floor. And I did too. I was kind of confused. I was like, what's going on? Why did he just fall asleep? So I was like, well, I'll just take a nap too. And then he woke up and he said, E3, embodied, empowered, ecstatic. That's your name. I said, okay. That was around a year ago, so I've been working on growing into that name and infusing every cell in my body with that energy. So, I am embodied, I am empowered, and I am ecstatic. And may you be as well. It's one of my missions in this life to help other people feel embodied, empowered, and ecstatic, just as they are. E3 here, wishing you well. Feels good to smile. Like, just so wishing you well.